Blessings, blessings, blessings. Beautiful day above water. We thank God for another day on these plains. Healthy, strong, competent. Thank you, Lord. We are at day number 9. Yeah, well, maybe not day number 9, but track number 9. Oh, I got something in my hand that's about to fall. Oh, shit. My cup of coffee, man. I'm in the woods, man. I'm going for a nature walk. I used to come out here to write music, man. This is my sanctuary. I come over here, alone. Go for a walk deep in the woods and just write. You know what I mean? On my phone. See, I got my headphones on. Whoa, come on now. This is how I typically do it. I would come in here, find somewhere, secluded, sit down, maybe roll a joint and just write, let my mind wander. And if I already have something in mind, I just sit there and mull on it and let my spirit take over and let the words and the lyrics flow. Right? So track number 9. What is track number 9? Somber. And what does the word somber means? The word somber means serious, gloomy, dark, like something serious, something dark, something gloomy, uncertain. You know what I mean? What uncertainty brings about that somber state. So what inspired the record Somber? Well, Somber was inspired by a state. What is this on my face? Okay. Somber was inspired by a dark state that I was in. Right, I was you would call it a dark night of the soul. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I was going through some things that didn't make sense to me. But there was a pull within me that told me to just be strong, be vigilant, walk, keep going. Right, so it was a dark time in my life where nothing was working for me. I would do everything the right way. I would put in the extra effort. I would go the extra mile and do the right thing. But things were not materializing and manifesting for me the way I had anticipated and hoped. But back then I didn't understand what I do now. You know what I mean? What I didn't understand was that, the bamboo tree, when you plant the bamboo, and it takes a while, right, for it to germinate. So the bamboo is connecting roots underground for maybe months or even years. Sometimes it takes a long time, right? But I understand now that's how God works within you. Before God puts you out there or lets you pop out there, he builds you up. He breaks you down first, and then he builds you up to be a person that can withstand and withhold, right? Because once you do pop out there, there's going to be a lot of weight, a lot of tension that you got to hold on to. So God builds you up. It breaks you down, and then it builds you up. So when things ain't happening for you, think about it like this. God might be building me up. God might be equipping me with the tools that I need for the next phase, right? So when things wasn't happening or manifesting for me the way they did, I was in a somber, downtrodden space. But I never lost hope. I never gave up my faith. And that's how I knew I wasn't alone. You know what I mean? So even those dark times when things wasn't moving, I knew God was in control. You know what I mean? So that moment in time for me, that moment in time inspired Somber. Everything's so dark, everything's so somber, everything went wrong, everything went under. I just want to spark. I don't want to lie. I just want my lie. I just want enough. You know what I mean? So that moment inspired Somber. That's where the energy came from to write that record. And also, I think I wrote it around 2022, right after like the pandemic, when the pandemic was starting to subside. When there was a lot of protests, you know, a lot of uncertainty in the world, when things were just not looking bright. You know, I threw that in there as well. You know, so it was a plethora of ideas that came together to make the record Somber. And for me, it's one of my favorite records on the album. This is one of my favorite records because it was just so honest. It was so real, it's so raw and so honest. And I think, you know, music, real honest and raw music, man, no matter what, I think those are the best types of music. And of course we need, you know, that high tempo party shit. But that real and that gritty and that honest shit, to me, man, nothing beats that. You know what I mean? So that was my intention for this record, to just be real, to be raw, and to be honest, and just lay it bare. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think it resonates. It resonates. And to be quite honest, I think we need to shoot Somber. That might be the first shot we take. You know what I mean? I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm still mulling over what shots we're gonna take, but I think Somber might be the first. You know what I mean? But we're gonna take 9, track number 9, and yeah, Somber. Love, love, love.
I just want love. It's harvest season, man. The boy knee deep in the game. Working in my garden, I don't hear what they say. Niggas wanna learn me in the bullshit again, man. This clown ass niggas in the circus again. We will never be friends.